Well, you may have been following an increasing number of conversations about what's called GPT-3 technology. It's artificial intelligence that has raised some alarms and concerns over how it can be abused. It's been described as tech that creates conversations and dialogues, but it can be used to write letters, essays, and numerous applications are being considered. It's gotten a lot of attention in the education world because students were using that GPT-3 technology in an app called ChatGPT to get those essays written for them. And because it's AI-generated dialogue, it's cheating, but it's a weird kind of cheating and hard for educators to catch students who are letting AI do the work for them. But there have been a few smart people trying to find some solutions, and now all these alarm bells are sounding. We wanted to continue this conversation, so let's bring in Tech Life columnist Jen Jolly to talk more about this. I'm looking at this technology, and it's kind of mind-blowing what it really is capable of doing and how hard it is for people to catch if someone is not using it, you know, in a way that they're supposed to.
Ethically, right, ethically. And that's really at the crux of the issue around all of the ChatGPT, GPT-3 and 4. So you mentioned that a lot of people are kind of wrapping their heads around it. Well, the most intelligent, most techie, most scientifically capable humans in the world are wrapping their heads around this. On one side, you have people saying this is the next phase, the next evolution of Google search and the next evolution of technology and the internet. And on the other side, you're saying this is opening an ethical can of worms that once that lid is off, you can never put it back.
And it feels like the lid, yeah, I feel like the lid is already off a little bit. Yes, right? I mean, and explain for people, I know you've been playing around with this, how it really works. Like you get on this app and you're like, hey, I want an essay on cats.
Oh, yeah. It's artificial intelligence that writes for you. And it's been trained on basically every bit of writing that exists today on the internet. So it's massive amounts of information, but not all of that information is factually correct. For instance, you say, who was the first female president in the United States? It says Hillary Clinton was president from 2017 to 2025. So not everything on the internet, believe it or not, is factually correct.
Wait, what?
And that's a big
what are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. Wait, what? So it's the idea of deliberate, using this technology to disseminate deliberate misinformation, which, as we've now learned, can change the entire course of history.
So I saw an advertisement for a company that uses this, and they were saying for blogs and posts and things like that. And some of the comments were a realtor saying, look, I got to do a realtor blog all the time, and I don't have time to do this. So this is a way to keep up kind of my Google search. And there are other people who are saying, this will make XYZ easier. The problems, right? Education, if people are saying, I got to write this essay on U.S. history, and also some ethical ones. There was another tech app that lets you talk to people. So they were saying, oh, I want to have a conversation with Hitler. And there were obviously some big concerns about what that meant and what that meant for maybe extremism or people who might be thinking they're actually speaking with Hitler.
Yeah, the ethical issues here are that this will mainly be used for knowledge and information work. So think about attorneys who are writing up kind of the same language over and over for contracts, or it can now be used to write apps, and developers are using it. So it's great as sort of this base foundation, like a first draft of something. But when you're talking about books, and already there have been books self-published that have been completely written with AI. CNET got in trouble for using this for articles without disclosing it. So OpenAI, which is the Silicon Valley company who created this, really behind all of this, their policy states that all users, I have to read this because it's crazy, all users should clearly indicate that this is being generated by AI. So, hey, guess what? Cheaters aren't going to do that.
Yes,
but
they're not going to turn it into their professor, right? And say, hey, Professor Wong, I actually didn't write this, but I'm going to give it to you. Interestingly,
so Seattle school districts and New York school districts have already banned the use of it, but then you have other schools, universities, higher education, learning institutions that are saying this is like going from a flip phone to an iPhone. This is going to make us the most creative, next 5 decades ever in history. So there's a lot lot of good to come out of it.
Yes.
But we have to look at the ethical implications no matter what.
And that brings us to this Princeton University student, Edward Tino, who created this thing called GPT-0. And so maybe that's the answer, right? This GPT-0 can help educators spot AI written things. And I mean, he's still in college. I mean, obviously he's a very smart individual. He's at Princeton, but I guess
22 years old.
I guess VC people and other folks are going, all right, maybe this is the answer.
Well, they're saying that, and OpenAI is saying they're already working on a tool that will watermark AI-generated text. So, hey, guess what, students? Whether you know it or not, there will be a back-end watermark, so you'll get caught. Eventually, you'll get caught. So, Claudine, we're doing what we keep doing with technology. We're developing new technology to help us use the technology that is already out there. So we're turning to technology to solve the problems that this technology is creating. That's where it will head. That's what has to happen. You know, Microsoft's already building this into Word.
Yep. It's
out there.
It is here.
Yeah,
it's just how we deal with it.
But we'll have to use technology to identify AI generated content.
Tech battles tech. All right, Jen Jolly with Techish.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I always appreciate your insight, giving us a little bit more to put it all in context. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you.
All right.